Welcome. You've reached Hack Games. My name is Jeremy, and this is a continuation of our Pathfinder stream of Let's Make a Lich. So last episode, we kicked Seal out of the party and put her on the bench. We now have Regil in the party as our off tank. We're going to continue using Wendu as our main tank, but we no longer have a pet. So we also have less carrying capacity, especially since Regil has lower strength than Seela overall. I have missed a couple days here. I do apologize about that. I've had some health issues, primarily relating to my ears, which are actually not resolved yet, but I'm hoping to get those resolved shortly, which is kind of a complication when I'm trying to still fine-tune the audio as it's coming out in the stream here. Makes it really difficult if I actually can't hear what the audio sounds like to ensure that it's coming out decently for any viewers who might want to watch this at home. So we're just going to go with it as it is right now, I guess, and hope that I'm not missing anything tremendously bad. Also, obviously, still fine-tuning a little bit the frame rate, and it looks like the render time is less than optimal here right now. I'm going to have to look at that later, though. It looks like 1% of the frames are currently being dropped due to lag and render. Okay, so it looks like I have not leveled up Regil here. Well, I guess I should pop back out. Let's take a look at his mythic. So he is going to be tanking for us. And as a tank, I think it just makes sense for us to pick up Last Stand as the first option. It just gives him a lot of additional survivability, and my microphone, 1 second, I gotta move some stuff around. I apologize about that. Obviously that was not optimal for sound, but I was gonna pull my microphone over with my headset because it was wrapped around it in an odd way. So, Last Stand. Yes, that's what we're looking at for Regil here. He's going to become unkillable for a couple of rounds. Really, he's our secondary tank. He doesn't have a lot of staying power, so this is going to be great for him for a first choice. And then we'll be looking at kind of increasing his damage as we go along, probably with the remainder of the choices. I'm not sure that I'm going to pick anything else that is going to give him survivability. But first up, Last Stand. Second, we're going to take a look at his leveling. I haven't looked into Regil a lot. I don't really have a plan for him going forward here, but I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of stick with, I guess, what Owlcat was building here out of the gate. So currently Regil has 2-weapon fighting, he's got weapon finesse, he's got fighter's finesse. This is going to add his dexterity to his damage. So we don't need to really look into that further for his gnome hooked hammer anyways, because that's for any double weapon, but specifically gnome hooked hammer. He's also got specialization and focus, I believe, for gnome hooked hammer. Those are both good. This is going to give him an extra dexterity bonus in his armor, which we could also get within 2 levels if we decided to grab armature levels here. I do think what we're going to want is some combination of armature and Hell Knight here. What does this one give us? Axiomatic, Flaming Burst, or Unholy. And I almost want to say, just right off the bat, I think I'm looking at 11 armature and 9 Hell Knight. We might actually go less in Hell Knight to see if we can't get to extra weapon training abilities, because getting the extra hit and damage on our gnome hooked hammer at 13 would be very good, but that would limit us to 7. And where is 7 here? 7 would get us to Lawbringer, but it would lose us. I don't really care about that, I guess. It would lose us 1 dex in our armor, which we would have 5 of anyways, which I think is the max that we could get, so we wouldn't care about this. So what we might care about are these. Well, I don't even kind of know what these do, so we'll get to 3 here before we make that decision. But it's very possible that we'll be looking at 13 Armiger and 7 Hell Knight here. I'm already kind of leaning that way just because these weapon training abilities they're just very good. So, we're going to go to 3 Hell Knight first, though. And let's see, what is he good at? He's good at religion and persuasion. We'll definitely put another point in persuasion here for him. I don't really need Arcana. I don't think I really need religion. And he's not actually very good at religion. He just got a lot of points in it for some reason. Camellia obviously has more than double him. Again, Nenio has almost double him in Arcana here, so that's not really something we care about. Stealth might be something we care about. Athletics is definitely something we care about. So, let's actually put a point in athletics. We'll start building him up there. And eventually we'll try to replace all these guys, I guess, with undead people, but I don't know what the undead people even look like yet. Looks like outflank is probably the way to go here. We only have Sealer with outflank. That was poor planning on my part, but let's see, we have Wendu, we are going to have extra people with outflank in the near future here. Wendu is maybe not the optimal person to compare with, because we'll probably, if we need him to off-tank, he's going to be on a different target than Wendu. This is in our party right now. We got Darren, who it doesn't matter. Oh gosh, why don't I remember who we're bringing with? Camellia. Camellia is going to have outflank eventually. Let's just grab it. We'll grab it on Wendu next time we have the ability to grab a feat. Oh yeah, these two aren't going to matter, but these two should eventually pick up outflank. And then, again, we don't know what we're getting for actually undead people, so we'll see what we have when those pop up. I regret taking this guy. His siege abilities are just really poor. So, if and when you get to that point, don't take the body, the wolf guy, or whatever his name is here. I'd probably take the elf. I guess this army's just gonna go hang here for a bit. These guys are going to go... Did I do the conundrum already? Yeah, go to the Heart of Mystery. That one is complete. I guess what we do then is we probably head to the Nameless Ruins, and then we'll go to these ones. No, actually, let's go all the way down here first. We'll go to Nightingale Grove first. Wendu has a bunch of negative levels. That's not optimal, but we're kind of okay for weight. We're going to be exhausted before we get here, but... Alright, let's see. Everybody's going to go directly after Wendu, pretty much. This guy's not going to matter. This guy should matter, actually. This guy will also matter. This guy is closest to Regil, though, so let's hope that he swings at Regil. And let's have Wendu go after this guy right here. Yeah, we'll keep on our attack and see if that matters. Oh, no, it does not. Oh, more level drain. This will be what is this now? That's staggered, okay. He always has that up. So this guy didn't go for Regil, he's actually going for our character.
I'll cut you wide open!
Let's just put some damage into him, I guess.
Out of my sight!
And we'll have Regil head off this guy down here. And what do we have left for spells? We have nothing left for spells. Let's turn this on. Just because... Oh, that guy actually did get close enough to us that he was going to hit us. Let's just use this and wander away a little bit. We really need to take a nap somewhere. We'll be doing that fairly shortly. I will shoot this guy with some acid. Ow! How could you?
They'll beg me to stop!
Oh, no hits there. Oh no, fireball! That, that didn't turn out well
demand
for
your
us.
blood.
Let's go get some damage on him, I guess. Oh, he's got some spells left. Let's see, what should we cast here? Did he kill this guy down here? Oh, yeah, definitely did. He killed both of his friends. In that case, can we actually... Let's see if we can get both of these guys in a lightning bolt here. Oh, that close to us. So can we shoot a lightning bolt uphill? We can! They both saved, but it went uphill. Let's see, do I charge? Can I charge? I can.
It seems I've made a mistake.
Turn this off.
Retreat is not an option!
Go ahead and run up there. We'll try to spread out from our dead body so that, oops. That was not what I wanted to do, but,
This pain is excruciating.
just in case he fireballs again here. Or,
Go.
I guess because of this. No, he killed a couple of us. So we're gonna start over there. But let's give this, I guess let's give this encounter one more try. We'll, put some more focused damage on the, caster right away.
Time to practice my combat abilities!
Oh, he missed that time. With enervation, at least. Now let's turn this on. We're gonna shoot him. We don't like evokers, apparently. Ooh.
I'll cut you wide open.
We do still kind of need him to cover up on this down here, so they don't just run into the middle of everybody like they just did right there. Oh, I should have cast Bone Shaker or something there. Probably alright though. I think we can get all our, we can probably kill both of these guys
For
without
you!
any problem there. There's that fireball. No one's dead. Let's move up here and see if we can charge now. There we go, we can. Bone shaker. Good in range.
I'll rip you apart!
I can't hit though.
Go.
Oh, killed Nenyo. Alright. I'm gonna start back a little bit further, I guess. We'll probably have to do our level ups over again. Or one level up. I don't think I saved it after that. Oh no, I must have. Okay. Well, let's maybe go to Moondance Meadow. That's a little bit closer, I guess. We're just trying to get to a location, and we'll sleep once we get there. Chili Creek will be the next place we go after this, I guess. Okay. Now, it's been a little while since I've played, so let's take a look at what we've got for spells memorized here. Call Lightning, what we'd rather have. Oh, let's see, this is going to be undead things. So Stinking Cloud is maybe a no-go there. We're probably alright there. And it's probably better if I just have a bunch of cures here. One. I have Metamagic? What do I have for Metamagic? Wiccan. Oh. That was a dumb choice, me. That's fine, though. We'll use it later. Let's see. That's probably alright. That's alright. Sure that I really need the pit there, but I think I was keeping it just to be quirky and odd. So that's fine. We'll do that. Regel's got no spells. That's not actually true. I saw that he had some kind of a Shield of Faith. Alright, our perception is horrible. Our cooking is decent. Our camouflage is also not good. I think I'm gonna put us on camouflage duty here instead of perception duty. We'll double up and make sure that one gets covered anyways. Why do you always go around with such a dark countenance, Paralictor? Is it required by your order's charter? Or is it merely the latest Chilaxian fashion? Do you see any cause for merriment here? I do not. Oh, Regil. So unmerry. But we succeeded at everything. That's always a plus. Let's see what we got going on. So our guys do have the ability to move around, but I don't really have anywhere that they need to go. These guys, I guess, can kind of head up around this direction. I think after that's done, everyone should probably run to Leper's Smile. I think the next thing that any of these armies are going to do is on the other side of this. Yeah, let's just merge these together. Oh, can I get another general? I can. So our next general is going to be a... Oh, these are new. And I think this is the one that I wish I would have selected instead of the other hunter one that we currently have. So it looks like based on class, they get new things. All infantry, ranged, or cavalry units receive a general's level bonus to AC and saving throws. A negative penalty? I'm going to assume this targets the enemy then. And this is a bonus to our resistance. So I still think she's probably going to be our favorite favorite spellcaster. I do think I'm going to use Iron Brigwald here for our essentially what's going to be our cavalry unit. So let's pick her up. Yeah, we'll spend all our money on that chick, and that's this dwarf. I forgot that Shift V was my hotkey to change one of the scenes. Alright, so that's them. They're good. These guys have rested up. It's time for them to go into Moon Dance mode. And if I remember correctly, there's relatively few fights in here. Let's flip. Let's see, I don't think... We don't have any pets, so I don't really want this formation anymore. What do I want? Maybe something like this. And then... There's him in here. Put him back here. And this guy's up a little bit. Oh, stop it. There. We'll just do that. That's our formation. So, get into formation, guys. Let's, get some of these longer buffs out right away.
Inimosi Travisi!
Rules are made to be broken.
Do you have Magical Vestment too, or what was I getting?
Missed me already.
Do not.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Maybe I was just using her thing for the other Magical Vestment. That's fine.
Inimosi Travisi! Matricium Turinos! Inimosi Travisi!
Dark skin out of everybody.
Inimosi Travisi!
These are kind of short-term buffs. Is that all the long-term I have right now? Yeah, it looks like for her anyways. Oh yeah, I was having to, that gargoyle fight made me switch to not turn-based for a little bit. I think I want to throw anything out with him right
You
now.
require my counsel.
You are
Fix
my
him in a
favorite
second
aid.
here.
Eyes.
I do want
Allah Swa! Damn!
some buffs for at least these two, and I think,
Damn!
sure I'll get the
Allah
other
Swa!
one.
Damn!
Have three of them. Actually, don't need this mage armor. Let's see. Everything is on the bars, at least. She's good, then.
Fighting for a
Yeah,
righteous
some
cause
other
is
stuff.
certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more
out right
bloody
away.
and performed with pinkies out.
I guess we should probably put these on.
Ona Adayan.
I think he's ending up with enduring spells next go around here.
Adayan.
I don't think we need anything else right now from him. Let's
Decide
grab his
already.
bars. What are we even dealing with here? We've got almost nothing. What's this? Smite Chaos? Great. And Order of the God Clock. First level you gain an aura 3 times per day, lasts 1 minute. Morale bonus, which we're really not going to need. That's kind of useless for us, actually. So, heroism is a better morale bonus than that one is what I mean by kind of useless. Oh, I suppose I should save it real quick. If we need to throw on some extra extra buffs here, we will. I believe there's some saber-tooths out here that are waiting for us. Or smilodons.
I am yours to command.
Let's start with defensive stance on, and we'll see if we need it after the first round here.
Save the last one for me.
Regil, you monster of a man. We need to get you, I know he does have the ability to get a dimension door type thing. Probably need to get him into that as soon as we can. Just so it's easier for him to close ground. Let's, these guys are going to be kind of a pain, so let's go ahead and throw some spells at him. Doesn't look like I'm going to cast that this turn. He probably should. I probably should have cast that already, just so he could move up, but I guess I know he's going to do. Based on. Why don't you give him or her some better roll defense? I'm gonna wait until after these guys both go with the Regil here. Oh, there's one other one that I didn't see. So, I wonder if I can hit all three of these without hitting Windu. Yeah, I can. Alright, hit the weakest one. Or not. So, rolling 16s, we definitely want defensive stance on. I think we're rolling 20s, so we definitely do not want power attack on. Let's see if we can, well, if we switch that off, do we get a better hit rate? There's the first one. What is it actually? It's dropping us by 2. Yeah. We need 19 instead of 20 if we turn that off. We do need to get Rainwing in here to improve our fighting defensively a little bit. I think I focused a little bit on her getting damaged.
Out of my sight!
Quite enough on being able to fight defensively so far.
Retreat is not an option.
Hustle up there. Gosh, we could stagger them. Slow is actually going to be really good against these guys. Only get one. We can in range. We'll go ahead and go Windu. Protective lock. Dude, that's all we're doing this round. If they hit us, and they will eventually hit us, they are going to do some serious damage to us. Well, let's just try to kill one of them really quick then, I guess. Flip this off. Oh, we're moving 20s anyways. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll wander up here and we'll do this. This should actually give them... Well, I guess... Oh, they're immune to Bane. Bane did nothing, but as you can see, there's a slow one. Can only try to bite us once he doesn't get all the rest of his attacks.
Kneel before me.
Hello, Regil. Was I wrong about Fighter's Finesse? I thought that gave him damage from Dex. No, he's got damage from Strength. I'm not sure what Fighter's Finesse gives him then. Oh, it gives him... Okay, because this isn't actually a finesse weapon, it gives him to hit with dex. I got it. And when do you still have... You do not. Okay. We are taking a couple hits here. Beat up a little bit, but nothing to be concerned about yet.
I'll rip you apart!
This one probably is going down pretty soon. I don't know if these guys count as undead, or are they... Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't get with that then. That's kind of fine. I'm not gonna go nuts. Well, gosh, I maybe should, because by the time we get to the next thing, we're gonna have to take a rest again. So we might as well actually use all of our... Might as well use all of our spell slots up here.
Go.
There's one down.
I'll
We'll get
cut
the
you
old college
wide
chant,
open.
and then we'll try to smack him in the face. Let's see. Let's just do this. AoE a little bit. Good 42 damage to that guy's face. Now she's looking a little worse for wear. What we'll do then is we'll have Aaron run up here. Give her the red, I didn't notice that. Gosh. A little bit too far behind her, I guess. Whatever. I guess
Press the attack!
Next turn.
Go.
The spirits demand your blood!
I think this guy is probably dead. Let's shoot him actually and see. Maybe I should have. I should have just killed the other one, I think. I forgot he was slowed. Alright, let's see if we can for real cast it this time now. There we go.
Retreat is not an option.
Let's put some missiles to his side.
You are today's sacrifice! Go for their hearts!
And we got 2 rings. I've just been sitting around doing nothing.
No match for me.
Daring.
Kneel before me.
Go.
Probably should have blurred everybody. She might have actually made it through without even taking damage if we had thrown blur on her.
I welcome your company.
So we have very minor
Magritium
cures that aren't
Turinos.
going to get past any other way, so we may as well throw those out.
Magritium Turinos.
To be better down here. do this real quick. There.
Magritium Turinos.
I think we need the rest of those. We'll steal our loot here. That's really all there is to do in this map. Fortunately.
Watch out for trouble.
So let's actually go back to the old campsite here, sell off some junk, and then we'll try to get to Chili Creek and the other location, whatever it's called, that's down here, Nightingale Grove. Off we go, moving slow. Do these guys? Yeah, they can move. We have them run over here as well. We probably have some talking to do for Regil. Have you guys made any progress on this show you're going to put on? Let's see, Sela, anything to say? It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running toward Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or, not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. And about Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elin. I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. But it looks like I was wrong about him too. Well, we're definitely Lichy here, so we're gonna say your ideals were mistaken from the start. Maybe now you'll see that people are weak, ambitious creatures. It's pointless to try to reform them. They're only fit to be controlled. You're an amazing person, Mr. Lichman. I feel a certain fortitude in you, strength of will, even when you say something I could never agree with. Thanks for listening to my grumbling, and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not gonna leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Janna and see if I can talk some sense into her, and find out why Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Neelan told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There is something not right about it. A servant of Iomedae should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use their power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. I didn't even know we still had to talk to her. About that, anyways. I get mixed up in the number of games that I'm trying to run through here. I have a couple going on Unfair right now, trying to kind of plan out, well, I guess a couple different build videos that I'd like to release, and a kind of a framework video, like kind of detailing thought processes to use for solving problems in Unfair. Darren, do you have anything else you want to say to us? You do not. What about you, Forn? I met some other elves that looked just like Kaelessa. A few years ago, a sect of demon worshippers was uncovered in Keonan. They were followers of Discari, who had been brought together by his priestess, Enamora. Naturally, as soon as the truth was revealed, a hunt for these evil zealots was called. They were all marked with the same brand of darkness as their leader, the wicked Kalesa. The sect was soon destroyed, but some of the cultists managed to escape. I pursued them in order to eradicate their evil, root and branch. It is a great shame that the children of a noble nation have besmirched themselves with this taint, and I would be grateful if this confession were kept between us. Good fortune to me. Now this guy's got nothing for us. Oops.
Keep
So
your
right
calm.
now, we're not going to talk to Vasily. We may come back and look at some things to purchase from him. What do we have for gold right now? About 60,000. So not a large amount, but not a small amount. Kind of in between. I think that guy has a salamander ring, which a lot of people like, but I'm not too keen on. I just don't really feel like I need it that much, but it probably would be good for Darren. But we didn't go fire with him, so. I mean, did we take the, well, we got lots of other levels to go through here. Darren, you're the one that I would like to look at real quick, though. So we took vortex spells, which is definitely air. I don't know if we get a way. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure if we get a way to make all of his spells one kind of energy, the same as we do with, you know, some of the other classes. Let's get rid of our garbage. The blacksmith.
I will guide.
I guess we'll do levels here in a moment. Just want to look. Oh, there's Kalesa. Or a mysterious elf that I don't know. What do you want from me? It's good to see you. What can I do for you? Would you like to renew your forces as excellent fighters? Or with excellent fighters? Who was that elf that you were talking to? She didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that had joined the army. She thought I might know the elf she was looking for from my mercenary contacts. But I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared his name. Alright, Alora. You go back to doing your thing. Regil should be over here, which should be new. Knight Commander, it's good you found time to meet me. There's a matter of some urgency I must discuss with you. It was incredibly interesting, the power you and your companions received during the fight at the Grey Garrison. And now my interest has been gratified. The power you, your companions received has passed on to me as well. It manifested after my usual evening reckoning. I believe I now present a true threat to the creatures and initiates of chaos. The imprisoned cultists we kept for certain observations experienced this firsthand. Striking, isn't it? Divine intervention at a critical moment is rare, but not beyond imagining. But in this case, part of the power that you received through this intervention has passed to someone who joined you well after the fateful moment had passed. Well, I hope that you remember who the source of your power is, and that you serve them loyally. By the same token, I hope you remember that the Hellknights are not your toy soldiers. In any case, this is shallow philosophizing. You must have some questions for me. What can you tell me about the Hellknights? I tell you a great deal. However, the Order's recruiters would be a better source of information on such matters. Well, who do the Hellknights answer to? Only to the heads of their orders. In my case, it's Lictor Resark Montour, head of the Order of the God Claw. As a rule, the Hellknights do not submit to the jurisdiction of any state. The same is true of local laws. We are happy to help local governments bring order if we consider their request lawful, and if those who ask are worthy, but we do not serve them, and have every right to refuse their demands. So what do you value most? The law, and only the law. If you care so much about the law, how can you ignore the authority of lawful rulers in the lands where you operate? You cannot call it law just because some foolish local prince thought it up, or a council of demented elders deems it wise, now can we? You see, one of the main principles of our brotherhood is that no one is immune from prosecution. A lawful ruler may be a criminal who poses a threat to society. We must be able to punish them as well. This is why Hell Knights only honor the measure of the chain, the doctrine shared by all our orders, and why Hell Knights serve only their officers, and the aim of transforming this chaos-torn world and leading it to a brilliant and ordered future. We are the main bastion of order in Valerian, no matter how much some naysayers try to refute it. Well, how are your new members recruited? We accept as armigers any we find worthy, but for the main test, the one that separates the strong from the weak, they must face down a devil summoned directly from hell. If they defeat the beast honestly, the armiger becomes a rightful Hell Knight. If they lose, we simply forget their existence, like the world made an unfortunate mistake. Well, learned everything I wanted to know. Expanding one's knowledge is a good deed, provided, of course, that the knowledge is useful. Ask if you have any further questions. You have a plan or a strategy for the war against the demons? I have a clear idea of the forces I shall require to wage effective war against the Whirlwind. Currently, I do not possess them, but I know what steps I must take. I must amass and fortify, gather scouting information, resolve certain problems of an organizational nature. Once the problem of Dresden is solved, I shall direct some of my knights to prepare an outpost for the party. We have already scouted a suitable location, the ruins of an old shrine, which still holds the remnants of an ancient power and is thus a lure for the demons. An excellent foothold for honing our skills and studying the enemy. That is my next goal. Well, can I ask you a few questions about yourself? Of course. Forgive me for asking a personal question, but your hair is going gray, and your skin is rather pale. It's the bleaching, right? Of course it's the bleaching. Are you doing anything to fight the bleaching? What do other races do to fight old age? I know what made you ask this question. My kin have earned a certain reputation for their vain attempts to stave off the inevitable. Luckily, for the rest of the world, not all gnomes are prepared to spread chaos with their reckless escapades. There are some among us who accept the natural order of things. The bleaching has no effect on my ability to carry out my duties, and therefore, it has no, how should I put it, personal meaning for me. You have openly shown your distrust of the Crusader Command. Why then have you decided to join me? Do not misread my behavior as distrust of you personally. Like every Hell Knight, I watch everyone closely, searching for signs of weakness and sin. Everyone, including myself. Indeed, Regil Derange is first on my list of suspects. I observe him daily, marking every fault, every hesitation, every weakness, and I prepare for the proper punishment. So it has been, and will be. As for your second question, I suppose we may be useful to each other. You and your army are a new power in the Crusade. I rate all the old powers as quite ineffective. I have yet to rate your own efforts, but early indications are positive. That means you may count on my help, for now. And what will happen if your assessment changes? I will inform you of this, as well as any measures I intend to take. Be aware that I treat my allies more strictly than my enemies. This is a sign of respect. Oh, I guess we're done then? Can I ask some more questions about you? What brought you to Mendev? The demonic threat, of course, and the glaring inefficiency of local command. I do not know if you are aware of this, but the Hell Knights owe their existence to the Demon Lords to a certain extent. Our first order appeared in response to Sifkesh's cults in Sheliax. The chaos they wreaked could not fail to breed strict opposition. Those first knights were able to burn out the pestilence and crush the cult once and for all. I see no reason for the Hell Knights of today not to do the same to the tentacles of the world wound is spreading. Without question, the task is far more difficult than anything we've encountered before, but it must be done to preserve world order. And the more so given that Queen Galfrey and her commanders are apparently not up to the task. The motives you list sound rather impersonal. Don't have any other reasons for joining? Impersonality is a fine thing for a Hell Knight. And for the rest of the world as well. Personal motives, strong emotions, are weaknesses that your enemies will use against you. I'm an effective officer with years of service. The demonic invasion of Galarian obviously demands the most qualified response. That is why I'm here. It's simple. You are rather skeptical about Queen Galfrey. If my memory doesn't fail me, the current crusade is called the Fifth. The Fifth Crusade. And with all of the support of the Church of Iomade and multiple other allies provided to Galfrey, no progress has been made in resolving the crisis of the world group. The best they could manage was create a chain of ward stones, and even they turned out to be inadequate. I suppose that should be reason enough for my skepticism. Well, do you have any family or friends? I've never wondered at the fate of the former, and never had interest in the latter. If you'll allow me one piece of advice, Commander, never put too much stock in so-called friendship or camaraderie. Any bonds based on simple affectation are temporary and unreliable. Half of your smiling companions certainly consider you their friend for the present, but they will break and betray you the moment you do anything that troubles their happy expectations. Place greater value on respect based on rational evaluation of your companion's merits. I deeply respected my mentor who trained me to join the ranks of the Hell Knights. I respected her so much that I killed her with my own hands when I discovered that she'd betrayed the Order's ideals and was intending to leave our ranks. It would have been more proper to inform the command and await the formal trial, but, on the other hand, that would have injured the morale of our young recruits. They should not see the manifestations of weakness in our seasoned knights. Alright. Well, thanks, buddy. We're gonna go do some other stuff. Anyway, do you have anything different to tell us? You do not. Does our journal have anything different in it here? Secrets of Creation, Heart of Mystery, World Burns, Do Darren's Thing. Not really.
Focus on the goal.
Amber, you want to tell us anything different? Oh, do the soldiers still rely on you for help? Even more than before. They come to me, ask me questions, wanting advice. I don't think I ever say anything clever, but sometimes it helps them. That's what matters, right? I don't know who's worthy and who isn't. Sometimes people do such horrible things, and I think he couldn't have always been so bad inside, could he? Maybe someone decided he was bad and told him so, and he believed them. That's bad, isn't it? So I never reject anyone, just in case. Alright, whatever, Amber. You do your thing. Oh. Now we sold our junk. We do have some magic stuff, I guess, to throw in our bin here. Get rid of a little extra weight. We'll look at that later, just in case there's, something in there that we should probably be wearing. I don't know right now if there is or is not.
Watch out for trouble.
But it's not going to matter for what we're doing currently. Alright, Nebula, that sounds cool. Oh, I should... well, maybe we'll level these guys up. Actually, did we go buy... That was what we were waiting for the elk for, was to purchase an intelligence crown. Let's go buy that right quick, so that I don't forget that. That is from this guy over here.
Keep your...
Show me your stuff, buddy. The bookworms. That's what we want. There goes a bunch of our money. We're not going to be using the elk, but may as well get him his level, or her, I guess, I don't know, gender the elk is. Sounds good, Windu. Alright, you put this on. There, you're smart. And going to be a bulwark. Let's just get some mobility. Looks like I've primarily been putting points into stealth. That's fine. Why I did that, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. So let's see. Armed. And now the elk is ready for... Hit hunter, right? Yeah, so the elk is not ever going to need teamwork feats. So they are ready for Crane Wing. I actually don't think they need the intelligence anymore, but we're going to leave the bookworm headband on them. And we'll just reassign it if we need intelligence somewhere else, I guess. We're going to leave the rest of the guys to level up until we... just before Leaper's Smile, probably, actually. So we'll head out. We've got 2 places to go prior to that. Maybe we should go down here? I don't know. This is just picking stuff up. That can probably wait until we're going this direction, whatever winds up in that direction. So here we go, 12 hours. Random encounter. Oh, giant spiders. Let's see. So if Darren moves, let's just shoot him. 5 feet. Oh, Reg up. That boy, Reg.
I'll cut you wide open.
Guess we may as well turn on. Guess we should probably just wander back the steps. Ow! Bit us. Who is going next? This guy over here? Alright, let's... Oh. I walked too far. That's fine.
I'll rip you apart!
Let's do this one.
Nam, Ea, Orma.
Oh, they're immune. Good. They must not be smart enough. Oh, I should have done this guy. I believe.
This one's mine!
That one is all yours, Reg, but finish it off quicker.
The spirits demand your blood.
Alright, let's try to walk backwards a little bit again. Ouch. Still biting us. We got 2 of them. She doesn't need this on anymore.
They'll beg me to stop.
I will see to your demise.
That boy, Darren. We're gonna shoot him.
Press the attack.
They seem to like to pick on me. I think I want to switch me with Darren, actually. This to get everybody back in the right spot. Yeah, good enough. It's not Darren up there, it's 90 now, but that should still be fine. Or if it's not, we'll move people around some more. Off to Chili Creek. We discovered a carcass of an unknown creature. We'll check that out after Chili Creek. Oh, it looks like we have new people that we can recruit. Barely any money though, because I spent it all on that extra general that we probably didn't need. You guys go here, which you're not going to make in time for it. We don't really need, I guess we could have... Maybe we should just have him go back here. We don't need to spend our current money in order to get extra money just for extra troops right now. The extra troops really aren't going to do us any good. So let's take a rest here. That looks fine. We've got rid of our
Strong
corruption.
celestial blood. There are few uplanders with whom I would be willing to breed, but you, golden boy, are on my list.
Breed? You have a preternatural talent for killing off the smallest spark of desire in a man.
Ouch, Wendu is so jealous. You're supposed to be my cat spider waifu. What are you looking at for negative here? 5. Ouch. We'll probably give him a lesser restore, at least one. I think that was the dog up here dying. So
Well?
let's do some long-term buffing here. And give...
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
Reg, you can... Oh, if I can click on it, I guess, Reg, you can have some bark skin too.
Inimosi travisi. Magritium turinos.
I probably should have changed this to, oh, the poison one. Stinking Cloud now, but we can think about it before we popped our heads in here. The rest of these we don't really need to
I'm
cast.
up for an adventure.
This we have to turn on because it always turns off. Think I have anything else there? Let's see. Restoration. Where are we at? Let's get some strength back.
Magritium turinos.
Four. That's probably enough. We'll leave the one missing. That should be fine. We'll just give everyone this.
Speak with your actions, not your words.
This one is long term, so we'll throw this one out.
Damn. Allah swa. Damn. Allah swa.
This is +2 morale bonus on attack, saves, and skill checks. This one is actually pretty good. I don't think we really need anything else from her, though. This is 10 minutes per level, so
I'll watch your back.
kind of good.
Only you deserve my obedience.
Let's turn her power attack back on. She's going to still easily hit people in this area with power attack. A small doll made of grass is tied to a tree with a dark blue ribbon. 3 old dolls hang from the branches. Their grass and seaweed bodies are slowly rotting away.
I will guide.
Creepy old dolls. Here's Jernog. He's our buddy from the original camp who asked us to come out here. Straw doll, clad in a small, skillfully embroidered light blue dress, is tied to the trunk of this tree. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. I could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. And you can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Well, why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. I keep finding these dolls here and there in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. How do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they'll accept me as one of their own. It's so quiet here. What makes you forget what peace feels like? I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors. My witness will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers, who have given their lives to the cause. You have chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you, bottom of my heart. Well, what do the locals here think of Erastil? They're indifferent. They're pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when the locals kick them out of the village, right in the nearest ditch. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. Only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them about old Deadeye and his teachings. Anything else then? Alright, well, will you show me around the village? Of course, let's go. We'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe we'll even manage to get some peace and quiet. Yeah, you stay behind me. We've got to look for a loot on the way. Just saying. Old faded blue ribbons hang from the branches of the trees, which means there were dolls there at one point, but they've since degraded enough that they're not there anymore. A piece of gray ribbon hangs from the branch, which used to be a blue ribbon, but it's sun-faded. And a skeleton. An old dead body and a shipwreck.
Focus on the goal.
Probably should have buried that guy, and he's not that far away from it, is he? What a beast! We've got you now. Watch out for those huge teeth. Don't let them catch you. He's not moving real quick. Aim for the throat and belly. Your scales there. Don't be afraid, everyone. We fought once bigger than this. It's messing you guys up. Oops, I hope I charged the Hydra. Those guys. Yeah, okay, we did 40 damage to the Hydra. We did charge it. That's not where I wanted to be. Oh well. Don't get me, get them.
Precision and grace.
Not really paying too much attention to what I'm doing here because, I mean...
You are today's sacrifice!
It's almost dead already. I have a good feeling that Windu is going to be able to kill it. That lady doesn't.
No match for me.
Why is she could? It's doubtful. That'll teach you to mess with us. Something's got them all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let them come. It's not the first time and it won't be the last, but what's it matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Whatever, if you were plot protected, you'd be dead right now. Markle, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Mr. Lichman, the commander of the Crusade. He's totally not a lich, and he's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero in our below backwater. It's so nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. Edders are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at its full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course he does. He's the commander of the Crusade. He probably could have told you all that with his eyes shut. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children and won't let anyone hurt them. She fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. That's right. If she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll weaken them so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Icy Rill? Who's that? She's right here. Did you think this was the Selin? No, it would take you a half day's rowing before you could reach that river. It's big, to be sure, and very important. The Selin flows through at least a dozen countries. But where would the Great Selin be if it wasn't fed by the thousands of little streams and creeks, such as our dear Icy Rill? The people of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river. From the wedding wreath we send down a stream to the funeral boat that floats away on its waters when the time comes. Our mother, Icy Rill, feeds us, gives us water, protects us. The gods are far away, but our Icy Rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. The two of you look very much alike. I am assuming you're related? Right, you are. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny, may her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa is just the same. Always up to something. And you took after our grandpa. May the river silt be his featherbed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. Well, you looked very confident when you were giving orders. Are you in charge here? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to really be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon. So if some nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll follow the orders. We're not an army, and there are no officers here. We just live together, solve our problems together, and serve the Icy Rill together. Although, truth be told, it's only been in the last few years people have really started listening to us. Before that, the villagers kept to themselves, and no one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels. But after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of things we have only ever heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair, and people came all the way from Canabras to attend. Then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those before. And now, who'd have thought, the commander of the Crusade has decided to pay us a visit. Well, how is life in the village now that you have a priest? Oh, come on, Mouse. Not much has changed. He's a good lad and does some healing. Never bothers us with sermons. He's even learning to fish. He also knows a lot of songs, and when he sings, it makes you want to sit and listen. Well, the World Wound is not that far away. Have you guys ever been attacked by demons? Nope, we've never seen any. Our mother, Icy Rill, keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near us. What are those grass dolls that you guys hang from the trees? There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. Just a ritual. Well, that's not at all suspicious. Let's see. Oops. Can I not loot this Hydra? There we go. Got his eyeballs. Those gotta be good for something.
I am helpful, am I not?
Those are good gloves. Especially if you have someone who's using intimidation. Once grant their wearer a +2 bonus on persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. In addition, whenever the wearer of these gloves confirms a critical hit, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty on saving throws against mind-affecting conditions. I think we're going to stick those currently on Windu. We'll see. Someone else might get them later, but I think I think she has plenty of room for Dreadful Carnage in her build, so she's never going to have great persuasion, but getting free intimidation checks for killing someone is something that she probably will have available to her. Let's see here. We'll head into the nice little village here. They got here before us, even though it didn't look like they had left the location they were standing at. I think they pretty much say the same thing, even though they're like, oh, hey, welcome back. How are things going? Not much happened. Things are pretty quiet. So they're kind of just saying nothing's going on. Now they talk about Icy Rill. They're related. So these are primarily the same, oh gosh, conversation options that we just went through with them outside. Journal,
I'll
what do you got
prove
going
I
on
am
here?
the best.
These are the same conversation options with him. I think at some point, oh, I guess that one was different. We did ask him if they'd ever had nightmares, and I think he said no. Oh, no nightmares going on in this village. Godspeed salad. Learn how to make that. Even though generally speaking, the party food does have one of the better bonuses. Just getting +1 food bonus to all skills is a very nice nice bonus to have. And obviously, since it's a food bonus, it does stack with it.
I hope you appreciate this.
Let's see what they have over here. Taking nature checks, but oh, I spotted a wolf. That's probably outside, or maybe up here. Maybe I saw a wolf like up there. I don't think they're inside the village walls. In any case.
Watch out for trouble.
Huh. So, nothing much left in here. It does look like there's loot up here. Oh, that's the dead wolf that we saw earlier. So we may as well, I guess, kind of clear the rest of the map here. I do think there are some animals for us to fight somewhere, at least. And a mid-range animal, so they're not really dangerous to us right now. Let's pop this one.
Let me draw the first blood.
I should probably cast more spells, because again, when we get to the next area, we're going to rest. So we're going to have just a ton of spells left.
Go.
You charge, you can charge. Charge in there, Reg. Smack.
I'll make short work of this.
Camellia, you lead a boring life here, but you're integral to us not ever taking any damage at all. When we manage to do that.
Retreat is not an option.
It's kind of sad that it's so far there. double bite, got him.
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Yeah. Sometimes it probably is. A lot of the times just having a big sword, or a lot of spells, victory. Or I guess a big any weapon. Doesn't have to be a sword. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's go this direction. Ah, we can probably go that way last, huh? Let's go up here. What's up here?
Keep your calm.
Out of my sight!
Deer, are we attacking that deer? I don't know if I meant... I didn't mean to attack it, but... you get little bits of experience for killing the elks. If you really want to kill them, feel free to, but... I don't think I'm going to this. With my time, almost, maybe is the way to put it. You do have to get the loot, though. That's just required.
There are many roads to success.
I wouldn't feel like a proper adventurer
Where do you
if I
want
didn't
me?
go get all the loot. Let's see, let's toss this on her. You can go over here, Regil. Smack him. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's shoot some missiles at him. That's the wrong one.
Go!
Shoot some missiles at him. These things really don't have very much health.
I will see to your demise!
Way to see to it, Darren. Only one attack, huh?
Kneel before me.
I was expecting more out of him.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
A horrible shot, B. If by brute force you mean this off right, that is exactly what you did. Well, that was a whole round, and we actually didn't do anything to him, so that was much worse than I was expecting it to. Still, one attack, really?
This one's mine.
I have a feeling that ferocious
They'll
wolf is,
beg me to stop!
a lot easier than this one.
Go for their hearts!
We'll blow through our spells.
Press the
next
attack!
one, I think. Not the next wolf here, the next fight we'll get into.
So it comes to this.
Precision and grace.
No match for me.
Oh, Wendy, why don't you just bite him?
I'll cut you wide open!
I will guide.
Like we're done here. And there's one more group of animals
Focus on the goal.
right there.
I crave your commands.
I think on this one we're gonna put this back on and fight defensively with Windu at least. Oops. Well, I skipped our turn, but I thought it was Windu's turn. Just not ending. Let's give us some haste. I missed Windu. Oh, that was poor positioning on my part.
Amronda Gratior.
I don't think I want him to charge in on that bear there. Okay. Now we for real will do some casting here. Tens. Tens are rough.
The spirits demand your blood!
So let's do a little bit of a slowdown here on these guys. Did I get any of them? I got the bear.
I'll rip you apart!
I don't think
Aporan Sentes.
we still have this up. We do not. Okay. Alright, well, we'll run over here and get this guy. Ouch.
Why am I so weak?
So, she's down already, but they can't hurt her for a little while.
Only death can stop me.
She's got 2 rounds of living in her still. Don't want to cast. Oops, I should have done should have done protective luck on Rachel there. Let's go with this still. So she's gonna drop next turn, but she won't be dead. She'll just be knocked out. Aaron, you wander over here. You're gonna give us a lightning bolt here.
Amronda Gratior.
Have you start fighting defensively?
Retreat
Oops,
is
that's
not
what
an
I meant to
option.
do. That's fine though, I guess. I want to make sure to kill these spirits, I think, as kind of ASAP.
Why am I so weak?
He took another crit. Okay, so this time I'm going to actually do this correctly. We'll give him protective luck. Start moving this way. So let's maybe do a little more. Nah, maybe not. I should have probably done a burning heart. Okay, now I think Windu's down now. Maybe after.
No match for me.
she's got till next turn. I don't know. She's gonna fall down pretty soon here. I can't tell if this is gonna hit her, but it doesn't really matter right now if it's gonna hit her.
Only death can stop me.
It's target in primary. Okay, one Smilodon left.
Why am I so weak?
Oh, you're fine. Did she go down now? Yeah, okay, she fell down now. So now Regel's tanking. Regel, you don't really have to last out. Now we'll just try to shoot. So that's the only time that she'll be able to do that for today, but again, I think this is the last fight in this area, so before we get into another fight, she'll be able to do that again. Let's try to skin everything. What's this? This is extra loot. Is there anything we missed? I don't think so. Oh, light down here. We'll head out and next time we come back, they should have something different for us to do. Let's get through a couple of back before we leave.
Magritio, Turinos.
Let's do this.
Watch out for trouble.
Come on, Camellia. There you go. Oh, I guess we'll go there first. I mean, it's right next to us, so we might as well. Get some reagents. Looks like we succeeded our little check there. Go the rest of the way around that. Oh, we've got a disease too. I guess we should try to get rid of that before we rest. I think this location is up next though, so let's try to get there. I don't care if they're all food. We're going to rest your future. Right here. Rest. Oh, her disease went away anyways. So that was rest then.
People who sit around hoping they'll be saved are pathetic fools. And when we should be off killing demons, instead we have to go and save their useless hides.
Oh, Windu. Such a whiner. We succeed at all our camping stuff. So our camping stuff isn't great right now. We got to work on that setup a little bit. Let's have these guys go back here and pop in this army. Let's see, are these... I want the archers first, I think. Got one footman left to recruit. I think we can do that tomorrow or the next day. It's a daily income, isn't it? Yeah, 354 finance points per day. And then we'll look at possibly getting the mercenaries. Let's see, the clerics would be the first ones we want to get because we are using those in this army. And then, if we can, the Helmites are actually better unit overall, I think, but they're going to to our other army, so they're less important to us currently to try to grab them. Alright, let's go in Nightingale Grove.
What's
So
on your
let's do some
mind?
buffing here.
I
This is,
wonder.
I think this is just one encounter, so we'll just buff
Inimosi
everything.
tradisi. Inimosi tradisi.
I probably should have dumped call lightning
Magritium
or
turinos.
stinking cloud. Keep forgetting to do that.
Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi. Inimosi tradisi.
I don't think I even want anyone to be enlarged currently. So that's that. I have any good buffs that I'm missing on my phone. So her extra wisdom that I gave her actually does give her an extra level 1 spell, but we slot that time.
I'm always open to ideas.
Alla sua down. Alla sua down. Alla sua down. Ta er riti.
Want us to be
Ta
charismatic.
er riti.
That's not stacking with the helmet that we have on. It's fine. Let's see. These two to be blurry.
Na er orma. Na er orma.
Yeah, we'll just throw this on her. This is a shorter duration,
Na
higher
er orma.
blurriness one.
Rules
Spells
are
there.
made to be broken.
Give some deflection up to our
Adayana.
tanky type people.
Ona Adayana. Aporane Sendes. Amranda Gratior.
I need to concentrate.
Yes. We have. Oh, this is just one person resist energy, anyways. I don't even know that there's any energy there. Let's just go get it. Yours? Well, watch me. Wait. Someone's here. Run. Reginald's your twin brother. Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Potion of invisibility. That guy's turn. Oh, we're ambushed. They're gonna get a whole round where we don't get to do anything. That's gonna make it a lot harder to find him. Let's see, we'll still do this. And I'm gonna spread it out a little bit because actually let's do this as well. I don't want to get bombed by that guy. So we can cast slow, which probably will get the invisible guy out if we decide to do that. I think that's probably the way to go in the first turn here, so we'll hit this guy with slow.
Ta er riti.
I think the invisible guy was like in this area right here. We'll see if we can't glitter dust that area. Well, is there a gnome up here? I don't see one. He's like right in here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. No more invisibility for that dude. Oh, of course he goes right for our character though. Did we get close enough? He didn't. That's too bad, buddy. I'm gonna fireball these guys up here though, I think. Not the loot, don't fireball the loot. You can shoot it. Rendu, I need you to take care of this guy, apparently. I don't think you need this on. You can turn this on. We need you to give him protected luck as well, when you should already have it up. You hit both of them? You do hit both of them. Way to position yourself, Komoda. That's exactly where I wanted you.
Kneel before me.
Get him, Regil. Get him. Oh, you do have defensive stance on. I guess that's fine. But it's not that good. Are they all after me? Jerks. Is that why they're all running up? Is they're all... Oh, they killed me. It must have been, though. Apparently they are all going after our main character. That's why they all ran up right away. Alright, well, let's go in again. We'll save it after we do buffs this time, just in case they decide to be jerks again and attempt to just all gank the sorcerer. So, let's see what we got here. We got...
Inimosi travisi! Inimosi travisi! Inimosi travisi!
Dark skin.
Inimosi travisi! Inimosi travisi!
Some strength.
Inimosi travisi! Matricium turino!
What's that on right now as well? Sure magic for her swing. I think. Anything else
I
there?
crave your
You don't have
commands.
anything you can cast. The charting on us.
Riti.
Smart.
Riti.
We're gonna make these guys blurry again. And I think actually what we'll do is we'll make us the blurriest. We'll give us armor too.
Yes.
So we have armor
Yes.
sitting there. The armor technically was for our pet, but we don't have the pet with us right now, so.
I welcome your company.
Ona Adayana.
But we can make use of it still.
Ona Adayana.
Let's see.
Abranda Gratior. Aboran Sentes.
You have anything you need to cast? Need to turn this on. We put this on as well. Let me get ourselves up to here. 23. That's not very. Not horrible, but it's not very good. Well, we've got these two
Are we ready to move out?
pits. Maybe we'll throw one of the pits down right away. So let's form up. Nenio, why don't
Anything
you
new?
throw an acid pit down on these guys?
Yes.
Yours. moves. Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run. Nobody's running. Grab your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Wait, there's an acid pit right underneath me. Did he have to take his save? Oh yeah, there he did. Okay, fail savings. What do you get to take? Oh, Archon's a rep. Okay. And they did a surprise round against us again. I swear that I've started this fight and not been surprised by them before. They charged, but they didn't do anything, I guess. Maybe she fell in the pit? I don't know what's going on with that person. That person fell in the pit. It looks like the leader moved directly in front of Windu here. That's interesting. Still glitter bombing, just to make sure that he doesn't get the concealment bonus anymore. And I guess I could grease all these guys, but just shoot this right here. It looks like the one archer is going into the pit for sure there. I'll run back here. Oh, we hadn't got the chance to throw protected luck on this, but he did roll 120. Smack Windu there. So it still looks like they're all running directly for our guy for a reason. I mean, I guess we did hit him with a fire. That's probably reason enough to want to kill us. To be fair. Let's still go with slow. And then we'll speed us up next turn here. Well, she must have fell in the pit. Oh no, she took a fireball. Okay.
They'll beg me to stop!
Hit their leader twice. Go away without getting hit by... I don't know. I think we're probably in range, so if we cast a spell, we're probably going to get schmucked by this Marauder here. We can do this, though, I guess. And we can definitely do this. Oh, there were two of them right there. I didn't even realize that. He's down to one attack because it's slow. Oh, we got lock up on him. Does Regil have luck? Does lock up on him. Regil will go after this other Marauder here. Oh, half work. Oh, yeah, take some damage there. Let's just try to kill one of these guys. I don't want to deal with this one. I guess he was almost dead anyways, but Alchemist is
I'll rip you apart!
And he does not have great touch AC to stop that. And I'm just going to do this again. I don't want to take attacks of opportunity from that guy. We might be able to get around it, but let's do this here.
Go.
Another half orb, of course.
I'll cut you wide open.
Not have to wait for the turn to expire. Let's see. Charge immediately. Let's charge him. We'll take one hit. We'll take one attack of opportunity, I guess. Maybe with that. Yeah, they're really smacking poor Camellia there. I think we're gonna let that other person out of the pit here. Oh, there's two people in the pit. Oh, just die. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So they're almost killing people.
No match for me.
Alright. Let's get rid of this guy. Nope. There, that guy's down. Let's shoot a fireball back here. There. Now all the archers are gone. We'll double chant there, just so we can start. I'm ready to use the lightning bolt actually this time. If he's still alive, I guess. Probably won't be. Come on. We're just trying to loot them. I know they got stuff that they want us to have. They're very concerned. Is that a hat? You get a helmet? I don't think so. So it just looked like a helmet. Did get a letter. That letter said, oh, still forgot to memorize that recipe. It's a letter to Sir William about our cows giving the wrong color milk. It's from. I got 2 heads so far. I feel like other people have gotten a lot more heads than me.
Watch out for trouble.
Like that's really all we have to do here. So, oh, we have the Nameless Ruin still, but we're gonna head back to the campsite here. run for our old friend the blacksmith here, who definitely wants to buy all of our junk from us. Oh, buddy. I've got kind of a few things to sort through here. Let's get rid of our books real quick. I believe there are books in this section that gain us any attributes or anything like that. So in we go. What I'm going to do is I think I am going to call the stream at this point. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for spending time. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to try to start the stream at roughly the same time, so around 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. I'm going to go between streams here. I'm going to go and look and see if there's anything that we want to equip. I am going to sell these two things. Like this is just resistance. This is resistance +2, and we gain immunity to mind affecting if we kill something. So we'll probably throw both of these cloaks on, but they'll just go on anybody. I'll probably look for someone to put this ring on, ring of protection +2. However, these rings are really their deflection bonus, so they're kind of latent armor class, but you can gain more armor class from casting like Shield of Faith than to deflection currently. So since we have Daring in our party, and we have, I don't know, 10 Shield of Faith that we can potentially cast since it's a level 1 spell, there's not a lot of point in having our tanks wear those rings, because when they need armor, we'll put Shield of Faith on them in order for them to have more armor than those rings give. If you did watch the video to this point and you liked what you saw, please go ahead and click like on the video. It'll help us get some more views on it and get it out to more people to get more eyes on it. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, I'm currently producing both this stream and a off-stream, just recorded War Tales videos. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we're going to change games every once in a while, especially when we finish one up. Excited for Baldur's Gate 3 to finally get out of early access. I am waiting for that to happen. And if anyone has ideas for games that they'd like to see, obviously and put some of those into the rotation. Otherwise, we will see you next time.